Hi, my name is Casey Flaherty. I'm a surf instructor, and this is how I work it. I'm gonna take you through 24 hours of my beauty and wellness routine. I'm a surf instructor coaching an advanced surf team in Avon, North Carolina. We live in a house together. We eat, sleep, surf, train, everything together. I started competitively surfing when I was about 16 years old. I probably spend about 2 to 4 hours a day in the water. The biggest wave I probably surfed about 15 feet, double overhead.
Good morning. It is currently 6:15 a.m. here on the Outer Banks in North Carolina.
When I first wake up, I usually chug a bunch of water. If I don't have any water, I can feel myself so much more exhausted and not being able to stay out as long or like perform at my best.
And I use this organic green juice because it helps just heal my gut, and it's good for a body reset and stress support.
So usually surfers like to surf on a lower tide. So sometimes if we wake up at 6:30 and we're aiming to get in the water at 7:30, but low tide is until 10, we're gonna snooze our alarms a couple of times and wait until 10.
I have my bikini on, but since it's a little cloudy today, I just have my staff shirt on, and now I am just gonna put on some sunscreen and I'm ready to hit the beach.
I will wash my face kind of just with like cold water. I usually will put on a sunscreen. I use the Pacifica vegan one. If I'm not wearing a wetsuit, I will like put a little bit on my shoulders. I probably should wear more sunscreen, but if I'm in a wetsuit, I won't put any on my body. I use zinc, and I always use like a colorful zinc because I don't really like how it looks when your face is white, and I don't wear makeup much, so it kind of makes me think, you know, I'm putting on my makeup before I go surfing. In the morning, I won't put any acne treatment on because it will make me burn and honestly break out a little bit more throughout the day since most of the day is spent in the sun. Before I go surfing, I usually put some lemon juice in my hair because I refuse to get highlights, but I want to stay blonde. I'll put a hair mask in my hair. Trader Joe's shea butter and coconut oil.
This just helps my hair like have a little extra coating, like layer of protection from the ocean.
Usually before I surf, I like to have a small breakfast, nothing major because I don't want to look or feel bloated when I'm out there. So I'm just sitting out here on my deck and I'm eating peanut butter and jelly. Yum. Okay, before I leave my house, I make sure I get my wetsuit since the waves are a little bit cold, a towel, granola bar, some water, some extra sunscreen. I'll bring a hairbrush because usually when I get out from surfing, my hair is super knotty. I will bring a big thing of water and then we head out the door to go surf. Before I get in the water, and I try to make the Groms do this, but they usually don't want to, I try to do some foundation breathing, which is where I take my fingers and put them in chakas, and I have it from my rib cage to my hips, and I just breathe in and out. And this is just to activate my core because surfing is all from your core and your hips, and this will also fire my legs up for the waves as well. We'll just do some basic stretching that you would do at any practice. Sometimes I'll do some dynamic work like jumping jacks, a couple surf pop-ups actually on the beach. A surf pop-up is when you feel the wave push, you put your hands under your chest, you slide one foot up, whichever one's your front foot. For me, it's my left foot, and then your back foot, which is my right foot, and then you're standing up. And then we will paddle out right where we see a rip current. In a camp like this where everyone is on shortboards and they're excited to surf, they're pushing you to get into the water first. They want the first wave, they want the lineup empty. Sometimes there's some stragglers on the team who are a little bit younger or not as experienced, and will help time them. I'll be like, duck dive, 3 more duck dives, which is when you go under a whitewater wave with your board. Hey guys, just got back from a quick 30-minute surf sesh. Waves are super fun. I am once again filming the Groms, getting my tan on, just reapplied some sunscreen and feeling good. I would say the shortest amount of time we would surf is 2 hours to 4 hours. Really, I like to surf with the kids and coach them into waves. I like to get someone or myself to film them on the beach. Just tell them, you know, go out there, catch as many waves as you can, and then we'll spend some time reviewing the film after the session. So after our first surf, we'll get out as a team, wait on the beach for everyone, and then we'll head back to the house.
Okay, so I just got back from surfing and I'm gonna take a shower.
I use Selsun Blue.
Yes, it's an anti-dandruff shampoo, but I get so much acne and bacteria from my wetsuit, so whenever I wear a wetsuit, I put this
lightly on my chest, my shoulders, my arms, and then I rinse it off with cold water. But after I use it, I make sure to put a bunch of lemongrass oil on my chest and shoulders. I'll be starving after I surf. And this is when we'll have our real breakfast. I will have cereal or avocado toast, a lot of water. Then we will sit down and we will go over all of the film that we took from that day. And when we do that, we break down each one of the waves that the kids were on. Surfing is all about your eyes and where you're looking, and show them exactly where they should have been looking, where their hands should have been, how they should have placed themselves on that wave. If I'm not surfing during the day, I will do a high intensity training workout. If I'm feeling super sore, I will do a slow, relaxing yoga workout, and then I will get ready for my second evening surf. Okay, so I just did a quick yoga routine, got a snack, and now I am going to check the waves. When coaching kids, I definitely like to assess the conditions even more than if it was just myself, just because sometimes I'm not really sure of their abilities. For this surf session, I usually won't put the lemon juice in my hair just because the sun isn't as strong. So I'll just put in like a leave-in, conditioning, and detangling spray. I will still put on a moisturizing sunscreen. We go out for the second session, usually around 5:30 or 6, go down to the beach, again, wax up our boards, and paddle back out for another session. So I don't like to push the kids the second half of the day as much as I did the first half. I think it should be more fun. We feel more comfortable with each other by the end of the day. Whenever I'm teaching surf lessons, I make sure to tell people to paddle hard, be committed in every move that they make, keep their hands under their chest when they paddle up, stay low, and look towards the beach. Okay, so I just got back from surfing my last session, and I hope some aloe will help the spots where I got burned. So after I get back from that second surf session, this is when I will take a shower and do my night routine. So at night, sometimes I'll double wash my hair. I definitely try to use hydrating shampoos and conditioners. I kind of do it, my nighttime routine, the same as I would on a day that I'm not surfing. I like to put this healing aloe mixed with the coconut lemongrass body oil all over my body from shoulders down. And then I will just put some bonding oil on the tips of my hair right before I go to sleep. This helps with the dryness and preventing the salt from damaging my hair. The last thing I do to seal everything in is put on this Aquaphor. It seals my face, keeps the moisture in, and all the products that I put on my face. After everyone's showered, ready to go, we will go eat dinner. We usually have big self-serve family style dinner, and we'll sit around and talk about everything between surfing, friends, school. Usually next to my bed, I will have this CBD body oil. When you're surfing, you're constantly getting bruised, you're falling on your board, you're falling on your fins. So I will usually massage hemp butter into it or the CBD oil to help relieve the pain and make sure it looks a little bit better for the next day. At night, I will do Wim Hof breathing. It has helped me so much holding my breath. In surfing, you do fast breathing for a certain amount of time, and then you hold your breath for a certain amount of time. So the fast breathing helps you kind of get endurance and your body mentally and physically ready to hold your breath for a longer period of time. I think I can hold my breath for like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. I try to go to bed as early as possible because I'm usually waking up early to go surfing. Surfing is not just a sport where you can go out there and you can just surf. My brain is in it the entire time, and if I turn my brain off and the waves are big, I'm usually gonna pay for it. Whenever I'm having a tough time, I usually try to go surfing and kind of be away from everyone else and just taking a couple deep breaths and knowing that it will get better. Thank you so much to Allure for following me around today. I'll see you guys in the lineup. Good night.